All right, good evening. My name is Nick Cleary. I'm Battalion Chief of the Ventura County Fire, working as day operations on the mountain fire. So not having a map, I recommend that you guys go to any of the websites to look at the map. So as I'm talking and describing it stuff, you can kind of reference it back as I'm talking about it. So we'll go into Camarillo proper, which we're calling Branch 1. That's the Camarillo Heights. No significant growth in the perimeter today. A very good day of mop up around the structures. There's a lot of unburned islands of fuel in there that didn't ignite during yesterday's wind event, and so crews had to get back in there and cut those out using hand crews and engine companies. They also had to go kind of house to house, road to road, and some of the areas have opened a fuel line and put direct hand lines so the perimeter didn't grow. But lots of calls for service in that area. Good work was put in by all the engine companies. It's going to continue for multiple days. There's a lot of houses that need to be mopped up completely, because if we don't do that, then there's potential for that to extend to any of the houses that weren't affected. But it was a good day in Branch 1 today, which we're calling Camarillo Heights, and we'll be continuing that for the next plan tomorrow. Getting into Branch 5, which is the Somas area. That's the southern area of South Mountain. That's where the most significant action occurred today, and potentially the most significant growth. So we'll talk about Stockton Road, Waters Road, Bigsby Road. That's all in the east, southeast corner of the main body of fire. The fire hooked around and got established with that northeast wind. We were able to get crews. We even pulled some from the fire stations today to engage off Waters Road to protect structures. We used dozers, fixed wing, rotor wing, and hand crews to put direct hand line in, working from Stockton Road north towards South Mountain Road, which is in the Santa Clara River south of Fillmore City. Crews at the end of the shift had direct hand line basically going from Stockton Road all the way to South Mountain Road, which is cutting off that most eastern section of the fire as we get into this transition from a northeast wind event to an onshore wind event. We do have about 3/4% of the line working from Stockton from the south to the north line with retardant and dozers. And as I was coming in here for the briefing, crews are engaging from South Mountain Road, working south to connect the dots to that dozer line. So we should have a good anchor point that's going to be able to hold that fire from progressing any further to the east. Walking around the south side, Branch 5, Solano Verde, Somas area, no significant growth, lots of calls for service. And again, as the fire moved through yesterday with that northeast wind, there was a lot of unburned areas of fuel. And so today some of those pockets of fuel had opportunities to burn in between orchards. And so crews engaged any hot spots within the structures, the orchards, and any of those unburned islands. Coming around on the Ventura City side, Wells Road, 126, Santa Clara River bottom, no significant growth. The fire continued to back down into the Santa Clara River bottom. We did have a few spots in the Santa Clara River bottom that we were able to engage with crews and dozers, but most of the fire is holding on the South Mountain Road, working all the way east to San Cayetano Road, where the crews are going direct back to Stockton Road. That's the end of the report. Thank you.